Hi, my name is Kira Liljegren. I'm a current junior at the University of Southern California studying international relations. I'm here today to discuss the case of Tajik political prisoner Amriddin Alovatshoev and to advocate for his immediate release by Tajik officials. Amriddin is a 44-year-old native to the Gorno-Badakhshan Autonomous Oblast region of Tajikistan, more commonly referred to as Gabao. The vast majority of the Gabao population is part of an ethnic group known as the Pamirs, who are separate both ethnically and culturally from Tajiks. Since President Rahmon's rise to power, the Tajik government has attempted to suppress civil society leaders and erase all local leaders in the Gabao region from governmental positions. In other words, Rahmon has initiated a brutal crackdown on the normally active and outspoken region of the Gabao population. Amriddin is but one of many victims in Rahmon's vicious regime. Amriddin rose as a prominent informal leader among fellow Pamirs in 2001, until he and his family were forced to flee to Russia in 2019 due to pressure from Tajik authorities. He founded an athletic group for Pamiri children in Moscow, with the goal of promoting a healthy lifestyle among young people and being a resource for them. He's a family man who has 2 small children of his own, which is also reflected in the care and engagement he shows for his Moscow community of Pamirs. Amriddin has always been known as an outspoken, authoritative man quick to defend his fellow Pamirs regardless of the situation. He gives his all to help and defend his own. According to family members, Amriddin disappeared on January 11th of this year. His whereabouts remained officially unknown until February 2nd, when it was confirmed that he'd been extradited from Moscow to Dushanbe against his will. He pled guilty to the Gabao Regional Court, but according to several human rights organizations, his plea is likely to have been coerced through torture. Amriddin's confession video was publicly broadcast by the Tajik government, and family members and others spoke out to voice their concerns over his visibly pale and exhausted state. Yet, in the video, Amriddin denies the use of any torture. Some of his relatives have said that Amriddin was promised a lighter sentence to appear in the video and make sure his family wouldn't speak up or try to draw the attention of international organizations to his case. Amriddin's trial was held in Dushanbe on April 29th in open-closed mode. Journalists, activists, lawyers, and even Amriddin's own family members were denied entry into the trial, even though they were legally allowed to be there. He was charged on several articles, but only 2 have been made public: hostage-taking and unlawful deprivation of freedom. The trial lasted 2 hours before he was sentenced to 18 years in prison in a high-security colony. His current location and well-being have unfortunately not been made available to the public. His family has been pushing for a retrial since May, to no avail. Amriddin's family says he denied all charges against him and was shocked by the severity, length, and falsity of his sentence. Since his sentencing, there have been strong efforts from both international governments and local human rights organizations to right the Tajik government's wrong and free Amriddin. The Civil Society Coalition Against Torture and Impunity in Tajikistan, the IPHR, the National Committee for the Release of Political Hostages and Prisoners of Tajikistan, the European Parliament, and Human Rights Watch are among those who have pushed for justice, but it's not enough. Amriddin's treatment by the Tajik government is in direct violation of Articles 5, 9, and 10 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and President Rahmon and his regime must be held accountable for these violations. Amriddin's family and his entire community are suffering because their beloved leader, father, and mentor is not there to guide them. And he did nothing wrong. Amriddin's only crimes are fostering and working in the service of his community, which is not illegal. The Tajik government cannot be allowed to continue its current practices of torturing and murdering all who oppose it, suppressing media and any attempt at peaceful protest, or any other basic denial of the human rights of its citizens. To those who are already fighting on Amriddin's behalf, continue to apply pressure. To those who are just learning of Amriddin's story, get involved. Contact any and all international organizations you can think of and urge them to get involved with Amriddin's case. Pressure the government of Tajikistan until it has no choice but to right its unspeakable wrongs. Pressure the government of Tajikistan until it has no choice but to #free Amriddin.